Good morning, dear students of class 8. Welcome to the English online learning class. Today we are going to take up the text of the lesson part 5, Children at Work, which is from your supplementary reader, It So Happened. So first let us revise what we did in our previous classes. Now this lesson is about children who have to work. Either they work to support their family or they have run away from their homes because they were unhappy and they work to support themselves. Now, children who have to work, they cannot go to school and play like other children of their age, like children like you. Now, this story is about a child called Velu, who is 11 years old, and he has run away from home. Now he boarded a train, Kanyakumari Express, which took him to the Chennai Central Station. He got down at the station. Now he was very tired and hungry. He had never seen so much of crowd. Only there was a crowd once a year at the fair in his village. Now he was very tired. He was very sleepy also. And so he tried to take rest. He sat on a bench on the platform and he had only eaten some peanuts and a piece of jaggery in all these 2 days. And he was carrying a bundle with him, a small bundle, in which he carried a shirt, a towel, and a comb. He had walked for most of the day, first day, to Kannauр, and from there he took the train to Chennai. Since he had no money, so he got into the train, and he was lucky because the ticket collector did not come to the unreserved compartment. But he could not sleep because there were a group of men who were playing cards and shouting all the night, and he was sleeping on the floor near the door. Then a voice called out to him. He looked up. This was of a girl who was about his age. She was wearing long banyan, and her hair they were uncombed, and on one of the shoulders she was carrying a huge sack, and she was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor, and she was stuffing them into her sack. You can see this in the picture. Now she called out to Velu. Now Velu wondered, what is this girl wearing? Then the girl said, there is no need to look at me like this. She asked him his name and he said Velu. She said, have you run away from home? But Velu did not tell her because she was a stranger. And actually he had run away from his home because he could not stand the beating of his father, who would snatch away all the money which he and his sisters earned and used to spend it on drinks. Now, this girl was clever and she said that I know everything. This place is full of children like you. And then she also sat next to him. She could make out that he is hungry. And she said that she is going to help him find some food. If he wants to come, he can. Now Velu thought whether to follow the girl or not. As the girl started walking away, finally he decided that he should follow the girl. Probably she can help him in finding the food. Now in part 2, Velu started following the girl. There was lot of crowd in the road and Velu was not able to cross. But this girl helped him in crossing the road. And she took him to the city. Now he had never seen the city. There were big signboards in which all was written in English, which he was not able to read. And then this girl showed him a big building with a wall all around. And she said he has to be careful, otherwise he will land up in prison. Then Velu read, because he could read Tamil, and it was written Central Jail. Velu said that he has not done anything wrong, but this girl said that you don't have to do anything wrong to be caught in prison. Just be careful. Then they both went along and stopped near a big building. It was Sri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. Velu could read it slowly because it was written in Tamil. And there was a wedding going on. The groom's name, bride's name was written. There were many cars standing at the gate outside. Now, Velu thought that this girl is taking him inside to attend the party. But this girl took him behind the hall, and they stopped near the garbage bin, where this girl offered him a squashy banana and a vada from the garbage bin, and she ate herself a squashy banana. Velu first of all did not accept because he had never eaten the leftovers. But then finally he decided because the girl said that there is no other option. Now, after eating this, Velu felt slightly better. Then the girl said that if he wanted more, he will have to wait till the people in the party they finish their lunch, and then he can have the leftovers. But she has to go for work. Now, Velu decided that it was best to follow the girl. So he followed the girl again. Now, he was referring to her as A. Then he asked her his name. And the girl said that you are following me without knowing your name, my name. And then she said, her name is Jaya. And then Velu tried to clarify that he was not following her. What then? Who got you food? She said. And then she said, Velu asked, can he come with her? And he also wanted to know where she was going. She said, come if you want. My bag is full and I have to go home to get another one. So now let us continue with part 3. There's a row of huts near some dirty puddles. Outside one of the huts, Jaya dumps her sack. Grateful to his friend, Velu thinks of the days ahead. Now he does some planning what he is going to do in future days. Jaya and Velu walked along the road for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicane now. See that Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Jaya was taking him around the city, and she told that this place was known as Buckingham Canal. Velu stared. This was a canal? Near some puddles of water was a row of strangest huts he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things, metal sheets, tires, bricks, woods, plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. So these were the huts that were built in a very strange manner, out of metal sheets, tires, bricks, anything. And they were not standing firm, and they could fall any moment. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. So in his village, the houses were made of mud and palm leaves. Jia went around to one of the huts, dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. She put the sack outside and then she picked up an empty one. Let's go, she turned to Velu and gave him a shove. At least help me now. Here, wear these and come with me. So she gave him a shove so that he could take out the garbage and put them in the sack. And then she also offered him a pair of shoes. She said, you can wear this. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands so that he could pick up the dirty plastics and put them in the sack. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. So this was the work that he used to do in the landlord's farm. And now, what kind of work this girl wanted to give him? Are there any farms in the city? He asked her. He wanted to know whether there were any farms in the city. She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms, there are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Now she told that we are rag pickers. Rag pickers? See my sack, full of things I collected. Collected from where? Asked Velu. From rubbish bins. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Somebody collecting rubbish? Velu had not heard of such a thing. A blockhead. It is not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jam Market, Jaggu. So these things that we collect from rubbish, paper, plastic, glass, we sell it to the Jam Bazaar, Jaggu for money. Velu was puzzled. He was confused. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish. But why would anyone want to buy rubbish? People throw rubbish, but they don't buy rubbish. Who's Jam Bazaar Jaggu? Why he is buying all this? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. She says, Jaggu buys these rubbish things, these paper, plastic, glass things, because he sells them to the factory. And for money, Velu did not know. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jia poked at him with her stick. She poked at him. She just pushed him with her stick because she was getting late and she wanted Velu to come. And Velu was thinking that he had not come here to collect garbage. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. So we have to hurry up because we have to search for the plastic cups and the glasses and leftover things from the garbage. And if somebody gets there before, we will not get anything. So she wanted Velu to hurry up. Don't just stand there posing, big hero. I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? So she was telling Velu that you just have to follow me because I only help you filling your stomach. Just don't think and stand and waste time. Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought. For the time being, I will do this work because I have no other work and in the city I have to live. So for the time being, I am going to do this work until I find a better job. Now this story is written by Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Orijit Sen, and it is from Trash on Rag Picker Children and Recycling. So we stop here, students. Now you go through the entire text, write down the important points in your copies, and if you have any problem, please write it down in your notebooks also, and you can post your problems in your WhatsApp group of the class or the Google Classroom. Thank you. Take care. Have a nice day.